See, calculating. It's going, guys. So we're gonna continue the war room now without our previous publisher. See if we can see exactly. Okay. Okay, you guys can see me a little bit of the work from home grooming or a lack of grooming. So I'm gonna wait for Mahesh. As usual, Mahesh, our data scientist, directly from India, and myself, Jose Ricaurte Jaen, all the way from Dubrovnik in Croatia. We're gonna cover right now a little bit. We have to get started earlier with this whole thing of the European session. We're gonna take a look at what's happening end of the month. It's Thursday, Super Thursday. According to Mahesh statistics, is the day of the week, the trading day of the week with more volume. And sometimes it's called Super Thursday. A lot of key events take place on Thursday, going into the weekend. And also we know that there are some things that pop during the weekend. They don't do it on Friday because it will bring some extra volatility and a lot of tensions that may not be suitable for financial markets. So having said that, I'm going to jump. At any given time, Mahesh will join us. I'm going to go and share my screen so you guys see exactly what I'm looking at and how the week, as far as the simulation of the trades I do, and then the trades, we send all these trades to clients so they can take action. They have different risk profiles and they use them accordingly, okay? So let's take a look and let's go and work directly on the charts. Let me share my screen. I'm going to take a look what I have for you guys today. Let's see. I think I had it. Okay, here we go. Not a promotion, but working with FX Pro, I like the environment. They have a great back office and they're always on spot. Every question, doesn't matter what it is, with clients, with my accounts, with them, they're always professional. I like that. They always find a solution. Now, looking at the trades for the week, let me show you all the trades that we closed today, just to give you an idea. Okay, there you go. This is the list of trades. See, this is everything we have for today. There were a couple losses. I couldn't make work the long Great British Pound Canadian dollar. The Canadian dollar after last 2 weeks, the negative crude oil future contract, it's rebounded. It's looking good. We'll see. So not much to do there. Also, the dollar Canadian, for example, it's right now quoting at 138.61. The ask. That means that if you were to buy dollars versus Canadian dollars, you are paying 138.60. That's for you to note. So I think the high of the week was 140.72. So a big push for the Canadian dollar. And I will say this is linked directly to recovery of oil prices. So keep that in mind. And a couple good trades. Look at this. The short on the dollar versus the South African rand paid handsomely. Estimated one standard lot shorting from 1863 will give you at least $2,820 in about 3 days. I have to record again this video in Spanish because I shared this idea with the audience in Spanish. Español is my first language. English is my second language. So a very good week as far as trades. A lot of risk taken. There were other trades that were really they help a lot. So now, having said that, what I want to look is, let me remove the terminal. Market watch, just start with the pound versus the US dollar. What I want to take a look now is, see, we're working on the 1 hour, 4 hour chart. I still have the expectation that either we close the month, we close the trading week, closing this cycle, this market cycle, we have at this level. So we will get somewhere around 126.40. So I look to keep long pound for the time being. There's a lot of expectation. I do believe that there's something that will take place, probably just come back to 125. Why not going back all the way, to 124 at least, and then continuation to the upside. As long as the US dollar weakness, if we still have more weakness coming from the US dollar, we will have this opportunity. The market will take more risk. Also, that has a lot to do with equity markets. And if equity markets continue trending higher, especially the NASDAQ, if you want to follow an ETF, find QQQ. This is the symbol QQQ. That will be a solid play for those of you that want to play bullish, at least in the first 2 weeks of May. I think we have Mahesh with us. Mahesh, are you there?
Yes, Jose, I'm here.
Good morning, Hermano. How are you? God bless.
Good morning. Doing real well, Hermano. How are you?
Doing great. Just took a little bit of liberty to go ahead and record. We are a little bit late. I said that I have to get better at to record at the very opening of the European session. So, like I said to the audience, we're no longer with our previous publisher, but the show must go on, and we're healthy, and we know we have the edge thanks to the different strategies and tools we use. So I just covered the pound versus US dollar, my expectation to close the market cycle at least at 126.40, and then a strong pullback as it did the last time. But I expect as long as we have weakness in the US dollar via the US dollar index, DXY, we can easily see retracing all the way to 124, worst case, and then jumping all the way back to retest 129. Why not higher, all the way to 131, as long as, one, the US dollar trades lower, and two, equity markets in the US trade higher. That's the fundamental baseline to follow for the pound to continue higher, okay? And I think you have a few things that you want to share with us, right?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, perfect. So I'm just going to clear my screen, stop sharing, and there you go. The floor is yours.
Thank you so much, Jose. So do you see the screen now?
I see your screen. We see your screen.
All right, great. So as always, we are going to check the Fatman. So we just want to see what's happening here. Have a look here. The pound is in overbought condition, and then we have the NZD in the oversold condition. Also, we see that the CHF is actually coming from the oversold condition on the 15 minutes. And right here, we have the 5 minutes. We already see the pound doing a double top and now beginning to, just weaken. This is all a scalping strategy. I mean, we're checking the currency strength on the lower time frames. This will be just trades where we get in quick and we get out. So let's just have a look on the 5 minutes again. We see the euro actually rebounding. So if we have a look at the euro GBP, so for me to just, take the weakest and the strongest, that would be the pound and the euro pair. Let's just have a look at the main chart. So this is the euro GBP chart.
Okay.
Yeah, just a minute. All right, so as we see, it's coming from the oversold condition, the euro, and pound is coming from the overbought condition. And it is possible because right over here, we are actually seeing them, coming, curving and coming towards each other. So a cross is very probable in the coming maybe a few minutes or so. So what I'm thinking is the market moves in ranges. There is something called as an average true range. So when the market moves in ranges, it completely moves in ranges, takes a pause, takes a break, takes a pullback. So what I'm thinking is, if we look at this move down now, I have the Fibonacci here. So at least what I can expect if I enter now, I will be having a stop loss of about 9 pips, and I can expect anything about 13 pips. So I think it will be a ratio of 1:, maybe 1.4 or 1.5, I suppose. So this is my analysis. I think one quick scalp we can take is Euro GBP. Also NZD CHF, just have a look at it. I just put up the chart now. Just have a look at the NZD CHF. Let's apply the Fibonacci on that too.
Okay.
Because CHF is nicely rounded and NZD also is curving up. So if we can, take a position on it, I think the price is over here now. If you take a position on it with maybe a 7 pip stop loss and target at least a retracement of, 15 pips, I think this would be a 1:2 ratio almost. These two recommendations I have, Jose, right now.
Okay, perfect. Thank you, Mahesh. As usual, you can see how easily, and we have different tactics that we use. We talk a lot about market cycles. We apply price patterns. Mahesh has taken the time as a data scientist to look into Hawkeye Traders, one of the most effective volume tools out there in the marketplace. And you can see how easy it's just to spot, follow the guidance. You always have the Fatman, which is one of the best currency trend indicators. I said one of the best. Okay, I'm not saying is the best. We don't pretend to trick you guys, to trick our audience into, oh, what we do is the best. No, there are a lot of great tutors, a lot of great coaches. Hey, there's a endless ocean of strategies. You always have to find the one that suits you the best. Okay, after all the time, we're both men of God, but also men of science. And we truly believe that as you remove the gargantuan amount of emotions that men and women throw at the market, and you focus on the stats, you focus at the facts, you will improve your trading. Remember, trading is a side experience. For some, yeah, it is your main source of income, but not everyone has to be obligated to be the same. You can use trading as an extra source of income, as a way to maximize your savings, as we live in the age of almost zero to negative interest rates. Banking, traditional banking products are not going to cut it, guys. They're simply not going to cut it. What are you going to do with 0.25% per year? Nothing. So this is the perfect moment, the whole thing of work from home, companies outsourcing, companies letting the workforce staying at home. This is the perfect opportunity for you to take 1, maybe 2 extra hours per day and learn the skills, learn these skills that Mahesh and myself will be developing for years. As usual, this is what we have for you guys today. This is a European session. I'll probably come back with a few videos in Spanish and other ideas that I have. We really thank you for your time. Please come back tomorrow. We'll have more information. And if you think this information has been helpful, please share it with others, maybe friends, maybe someone that are looking to learn to develop the skills. On behalf of Mahesh Taank, data scientist all the way from India, and myself, Ricaurte Jaen, this is, and this will be, the War Room.